With the advantage of Layer 2 Plus management features, which includes a couple of static route and VLAN route Layer 3 features, Dratek's G2280X and P2280X gigabit Vigor switches are an excellent addition to server rooms and busy network environments. The X in the name means we have 10 gigabit capability, which provides superior network performance for aggregating or uplinking to other switches. Hi everyone, Darren from Dratek Australia and New Zealand. Both of these new switches have 24 gigabit Ethernet ports plus 4 SFP Plus ports, which can support 10 gigabit capable fibre modules or DAC cables. DAC or direct attached copper cables are a cost-effective and simpler solution compared to optic fibre cables once the fibre transceiver modules at both ends are factored in as well. DAC cables are a shielded copper cable with SFP connectors at both ends. Dratek have the DAC CX10 cable I have here, which is available in either 1 metre or 3 metre lengths, and they support both 1 gigabit and 10 gigabit Ethernet data rates. They simply plug into one of the SFP Plus slots to allow them to be uplinked to other switches quickly and easily, making them a great solution for server rooms and data centres. Over here we have console ports and reset buttons, and around the back we see they have built-in power supplies which take a standard IEC cable, which is included. On the sides we have cooling vents. We can see here also that the P2280X is quite a bit deeper than the G2280X. It's also noticeably heavier, weighing in at 4.25 kilos compared to 2.44 kilos for the G2280X. And on the other side we have two cooling fans for the P2280X, while the G2280X is fanless. The main difference between the two models is the P2280X features PoE or Power over Ethernet, while the G2280X doesn't. PoE is great for powering devices like IP cameras and phones which connect to the network using Ethernet cables. In addition to connecting devices to a local area network, a PoE switch can also send the power they need to operate down the same Ethernet cable to save having to install power points for them. The P2280X has a total power budget of 400 watts, which can be spread out over all 24 Ethernet ports. You might also notice we have a lot more link lights over here than we do on the G2280X, and that's in order to show us the PoE status of each port as well as the link status. PoE also allows us to do a few other things we can't do easily with standard PowerPoints, including a feature called PoE Device Check, sometimes called Ping Watchdog, which can keep an eye on connected devices and automatically power cycle them if they stop responding. Both switches are easily configurable with a web user interface. I'll include a link in the description below to a test drive so you can check that out in more detail. They also feature a command line interface with support for both Telnet and SSH. You'll find the PoE Device Check setting down under Diagnostics Device Check. Here we just select the port we want to configure, enable it, enter the device's IP address. It allows for up to 16 devices to be entered here. Tell it how often to ping and how many times it should retry before it takes any action. The actions it can take are to either power cycle it, which will cut the power off on that port, and then start it up again, which will force whatever PoE device is connected to that port to reboot. Or it can just shut it down or do nothing. We can also set an email alert so someone gets a heads up of the situation if it ever happens and can investigate further if need be. On the dashboard we can see at a glance how much power is being used and what it's been doing over the last couple of hours. Down under PoE settings in Properties we can enable or disable PoE to individual ports, and we can give the power to each port different levels of priority. In status we get more detail about the PoE status than we could see on the dashboard, and we can manually power cycle individual ports to force devices to reboot. And in schedule we can create schedules for individual ports to shut devices down at specific times on specific days, which is handy for applications like automatically turning off your free Wi-Fi outside office hours and so on. Both models are rack mountable in a standard 19-inch rack, and rack mount brackets are included. Also included is a console cable, a quick start guide and a power cable. Inside we have support for up to 256 VLANs and up to 8 queues of QoS. Security features include an access control list, which can be according to MAC address, IPv4 or IPv6. storm control, DOS defense, 802.1x port access control, IP source guard, IP conflict prevention. IP conflict prevention is a very handy feature for modern networks which might not just contain PCs anymore. There's also IoT devices, IP cameras and more to consider, which can easily get out of hand. You'll find this setting in the GUI under Security, IP Conflict Prevention. There's a quick start wizard to set it up for the first time, and then any conflicts will be displayed in the graphic display as well as tabled down the bottom, and it will automatically shut down the second port with the conflict to prevent network chaos in the short term. You can also set up email alerts for any IP conflicts down in the Mail Alert settings section. Under alert types, just tick IP conflict as well as anything else you'd like alerts for. Also featured is loop protection, dynamic ARP inspection and DHCP snooping. We also have link aggregation with support for up to 8 members in 8 groups and traffic load balancing and multicast. Other features include user authentication, which can be a local database, Radius or TAC/ACS+. They support multiple admin accounts with 2 levels of admin privileges. We have SNMP, a syslog, and we can import and export config files. Both models are supported by Dratek Central Switch Management, SWM, which allows them to be managed from the console of most business-class Dratek routers. The latest firmware is also supported by the latest Vigor Connect management software, and they can be managed and maintained remotely with the Vigor ACS2 central management system. For a full list of features, I'll include links to the product pages for both switches in the description below. So that is Dratek's 2280X Vigor switch range. They come with a 2-year back-to-base warranty and are available now from Dratek resellers. For more information about all Dratek products, please check out our website at www.dratek.com.au. If you have any questions, please comment below, or you can send us an email to sales@dratek.com.au or give us a call on 02 9838 8899. Once again, I'll include links below to the product pages as well as a test drive of the GUI so you can browse that with more detail. Don't forget to like and subscribe below, give the bell a click too if you'd like a notification of new videos as they go up. Thanks and bye for now.